Yo, straight into it. Wake up to Rodney. Straight into it, then I spend 10 seconds coughing. Right, so Emma Raducanu lost last night at 11 o'clock to Jessica Pegula. Now, there's three things to work on here, or to think about. One is Emma Raducanu sacked another coach. Now, we don't know the ins and outs. However, we don't know the ins and outs as to why she sacked another coach. Nobody knows. I don't know. The only people who know is Emma and her team, which is whoever her team is. Now, she sacked another coach. Now, she clearly doesn't have the ability to form these relationships long enough for them to pay any dividend. A coach, and obviously I'm a coach, there you go, so obviously I'm a coach, so I have some understanding of how difficult it is to communicate with an athlete, especially an athlete who has their own ideas of how they should be, or they should play, or they should be winning. Now, so there's your first challenge, because so if I look at last night's match, and no match or no one match is indicative of any kind of for or against relationship. However, last night there was a way that Emma could have beaten Jessica, but if your game plan, for example, is I'm going to work hard, I'm going to do my best, and eye the tiger and run through a brick wall and hard work and work hard and hard work and give my all, and I'm going to be the best I can be, and all of those types of things, they're all great. They're all great motivators, but there needs to be more than hard work. There needs to be a game plan. There needs to be a tactical understanding. There needs to be some dialogue along a way of beating that opponent. And Emma could have beaten Jessica last night. There was a way to beat her, yeah. And just working hard and being the best you can be and all those motivating factors isn't enough. Because if it was, then alright, that is a percentage of winning, but it's just not enough. And that expertise has to come. I mean, she's going to be some tennis player if she can analyse other tennis players as well as train tennis and be a young girl and all the other stuff as well. So she needs to delegate that to someone else. So that game plan had to come from a coach. That has to come from a coach, because he's the one who'll have the time, or she's the one who'll have the time, that will go and find all that information out. Now, this is what I'm trying to say, is the price of taking part is not the same as the price of winning. And yes, all that other stuff, motivation, work hard, give everything you've got, be the best you can be, la-di-da-di-da, it's all brilliant, it's all great, but it's great when it works. But when you actually need to beat somebody to get to a semi-final, especially when Ayala beat Swiatek, and Swiatek would have loved to have played Emma Raducanu as instead of this 18-year-old girl from Rafa Nadal's academy, because that girl had nothing to lose. She just went out there and played, yeah, and won, beat the world number 1 or 2, whatever Iga Swiatek is, and she beat her, some good tennis, some real good tennis. So, whereas if Swiatek had played Emma Raducanu, yeah, who's probably a better tennis player than Ayala, right? She would have won, or I believe she would have won, as in Swiatek would have won, because she's always beaten her before, and psychologically, Emma probably hasn't quite got over that yet. She hasn't quite got the coping mechanisms for it. So that's the first thing. So the second thing is, when you've only got your own mindset, and everybody around you are yes people, yeah, you struggle to take advice. And I know it because I'm around people of that age all the time, and you give them advice and they don't take it, but then they make the exact same mistake straight away. So it's not even a karma thing, it's just that you don't listen and you pay the price. So, but because they're so young, it kind of doesn't mean anything, because the idea is that you've always got another try, you've always got another chance, there's always another opportunity, which most of the time there is for these youngsters. So there's that. The third thing is you go out there and you go on the training pitch and you hit loads of balls and you train and you work hard. I'm going to make my prediction here. I've got a prediction that within the next 2 years, yeah, Patrick Mouratoglou becomes Emma Raducanu's coach. I've just got a feeling. They've tried everybody, and I think that's the conclusion they'll come to, and they'll go for Patrick Mouratoglou if they haven't gone for him already. And let me explain why. Emma, she hasn't got a all and out whatever you want to call it, baller serve like Serena Williams. She's got, I'd say, great ground strokes, but she hasn't got that Serena Williams or Petra Kvitova, or who else had an absolute dynamite forehand. She hasn't got that. The Pliskavas, the Karolina Pliskova forehand that can just go 80 miles an hour, wham, 120. Yeah, she hasn't quite got that. What she's got is a steady 90, steady 100, steady 90, steady 90. And so she has to work out a strategy that aligns with her natural skills, because she hasn't got that absolute woomph of a shot that can destroy most people. So not like, for example, Sabalenka. So if Sabalenka, her 2 in 6 shot can put most people away, which is why she's got to where she is. But Emma Raducanu is a better tennis player than Sabalenka. She's a better all-round tennis player. But because she doesn't have that big woomph of a weapon, she can't always get herself out of danger. So she kind of has to do a Simona Halep type thing, which is grind her opponents down. And the last thing that I just wanted to touch on is, don't underestimate the power of the coach. Coaches can be utter rubbish, but they can be can be amazingly amazing. There's a saying, amazingly amazing. So let me give an example. Maria Sakkari and Tom Hill. Since Sakkari has split with Tom Hill, poor girl's disappeared. The poor girl has absolutely disappeared. Now, something went on behind the scenes, and I would predict that Sakari got to what? 2 semi-finals? Or was it 3? I think she got to 3 Grand Slam semi-finals with Tom. And couldn't quite overcome it. So, she probably looked at it and thought, right, to get to that next level, this is what I need to do. And as a result, it's actually gone in the other direction. So the poor girl, oh shit, man's emergency stopping. Emergency stopping in a Range Rover is not the thing, man. You're pulling your lips off the windscreen, jeez. Yeah, so where was I? So, it's not the way forward, trust me. So it's gone, she's gone down. Now, Maria Sakkari's game was always built on being fitter than the other person. And it worked until she came up against Sabalenka, Swiatek, there was a third girl, Coco Gauff, Emma Raducanu. When she came up against those girls who probably had a bit more size and strength about them, maybe not as fit. Emma Raducanu was nowhere near as fit as Sakkari, nowhere near. How am I earlier and there's more traffic? What on earth is this about? Yeah, Emma Raducanu is nowhere near as fit as Sakkari, but she's stronger. So for each shot she's putting in the court, yeah, Sakkari's probably working twice as hard for the same game. So therefore, over the course of a game, over the course of a match, Sakkari will deteriorate. Sakkari's good enough to beat Yastremska's and Vondrousovas. She's good enough. I mean, Vondrousova, Anjabeur. We're talking big players. But whatever Tom did with Sakkari, it's not working for her anymore at the moment. So don't underestimate the power of the coach. So Emma needs to find a coach she's willing to listen to. That's why I think that she's going to go with Patrick Mouratoglou in the next 2 years. Because she'll have been through everybody else and there's no one left. And she will always want someone high profile. She's got one of the world's best strength and conditioning coaches. So that shouldn't be a problem. So the only issue she should have should be with getting a coach and actually spending the time to get the dividend from that coach. That's what she needs to do. Oh yeah, come on, stop. So yeah, that's it. But yeah, to finalise what I'm saying, there was a way that she could have won last night, and that's where just motivation isn't enough. Hard work isn't enough. You need to have the understanding. You need to have the background. You need to have the you can't just say my game is good enough to beat your game, because at the moment she's not at that level, fitness wise or intelligence wise, tennis intelligence wise, to put her game up. And I can understand why she's got that attitude, because she's a Grand Slam winner. What the? People are crazy, blood. It's one lane turn off and people are trying to do it in 2. Anyway, listen, like and subscribe, guys, because I've got a cough. See you later. Bye.